You are now listening to Sir Ink's The Experience Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything kink. Now, this podcast only caters to those that are 18 and above and may not be suitable for work, or as we like to say, NSF. But remember, you can always listen to us during your private time. Hello, kinky and kink curious folk out there. My name is Sir Ink. Let's get into it. Hello, my kink community. What is going on? What is going on? I'm going to jump right into this topic. You know, I always say, and I'm repeating what my big bro have always said, and that is everyone's relationship is their own. And a friend of mine found a meme and sent it to me and was saying how people were wholly upset on this, about this statement that was made on this meme, which I'm going to read to you guys right now, and then I'm going to get into it. And it goes like this: never speak when your man is talking. Bow your head down and wait until he says speak. Now, if you're in a lifestyle, and she found this in a lifestyle group, it is funny to me that people take so much exception to this. But it really, for me, it's not even a comment on if I see it in a group. I'm just taking note of who's saying what. Why is that? Because so many people talk like they're submissive and that they understand their role, they want to be in a role, but really they don't. They really don't. But everyone's relationship is their own. And that means this: for maybe the person that wrote this, that is applicable to them. But again, it goes, never speak. So it's not saying like my submissive doesn't speak when I'm talking, right? But it says never speak when your man is talking. So to me, in this lifestyle, that's very much true. We both have roles in this respect. But here's this funny thing. I think in general, when you're having a conversation with someone, I don't think you should overtalk the other person, period. Even as the dominant one, if I'm having a conversation, I'm going to let my submissive speak and she's going to allow me to speak. You know, that way we can understand some things. You know, the fact that someone puts this out there and people take such exception to it. And I think they take exception to the bow your head down and wait until he says speak. Like, people have an issue with that. But you guys know how I think. And one of the things for me is permission to speak. Like, from the door for me. Like, you must ask permission to speak. If you're my submissive, we have protocol. And so when we're having a conversation, I'm not necessarily asking her to bow or having her bow her head down, right, while I'm talking. Like, I like eye contact. So I'm good with her looking at me while we're talking. The only time, like, I may want her to bow her head is if we're doing some training or something of that nature or something like that. But if we're just having a conversation, then I want her to look at me in my eyes and understand what I'm saying. This would be like, to me, like a more serious situation. But, you know, people are going to have issue with it. I'm sure people are going to have issue with not even necessarily never speak when your man is talking, because you don't want to overtalk people, whether it be your man, your friend, your girlfriend, whatever the case may be. You want to listen to people. And when you listen, you're putting yourself in a position where you're just receiving the information that's being given to you, right? And if you speak, you're actually interrupting that thought process. So you want the person to get out what they want to say without interruption. So let's start there. I think they have the issue with bow your head down. Bow your head, because that's a very submissive thing. But that's if this is this one man's wish, that while he's talking, he wants his submissive to keep her head bowed, then that's his own thing. Remember, everyone's relationship is their own. And then it's wait until he says speak. I know many of you have an issue with that because it thumbs at, it pokes at your ability to be respected as an equal, as a human being, as it seems demeaning. So to a vanilla person, yes, this whole thing is out of pocket because in today's world, women feel as though they should be able to speak when they want, how they want, damn bow my head, and I'm not going to wait for him to tell me to speak. Who does he think he is? La, 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 la. We get it. However, in the power exchange dynamic, there are protocols, there's rules, and there's respect lines. And you just have to establish what your respect lines are. Now, in context of this particular meme, maybe it's more generalized, like whoever's reading this, you should never speak when your man is speaking. So I could see how so many people have an issue with that. But if you're in a lifestyle, I don't understand how you have issue with this. Maybe you would say, well, I don't speak when my dominant speaks, and I do wait for him to tell me to speak, but I don't have to put my head down. But that's a personalized thing. So I think this is written in a personalized way, but but they made it general. So it can come across as offensive because if this is not your thing, if this is not how your dynamic works, then it's just not how your dynamic works. But many dynamics work this way. I agree with everything but the bow your head down piece because when I'm speaking to my submissive or just another person, I want eye contact. I like eye contact. I need to know that you're looking at me and understanding that what I'm saying to you is coming from a very genuine place. But I get that if this is your rules when I'm talking, you keep your head down and wait till I say speak, well then that's his rules. So I think the only issue here is just that they didn't say, this person who wrote this didn't say, my rules are this. So when you make it general in this butthurt world, people are going to take offense to this, which has really much to do with nothing. If this is how people want to function, fine. But a guy who doesn't have them kind of bones in him to hold someone's feet to the fire, they're not going to be able to do this anyway. Even if he sends this like, this is what I want. I mean, if he ain't got the balls to hold her feet to the fire, then it's not going to work anyway. So I don't know why so many people, not all y'all, let me not say that. I don't know why so many people get up in arms about what they see online. I posted some things and people have taken it way out of the context of what I meant it. But I understand if I make it general, then people just go over the top. People will call this toxic masculinity, all that kind of nonsense. No, this is what you agree to in a power exchange, relationship. These are things that you can agree to or disagree with. If this is not your kink, if this is not your thing, then you don't do this. But if you're with this particular person, then this is what he wants out of his submissive. I think the problem is there's no context with that. However, I do agree with this for the most part, but I also agree that if I am allowing her to speak, I'm not going to interrupt her when she's speaking. Like when I'm having conversations with my friends, we try to let each other talk. I mean, sometimes it get a little carried away, right? When we talk about sports and frivolous things. But when we're talking about very serious, topics, we try to let each other voice our opinions and then talk afterward. So to me, this is much to do about nothing. People just like posting stuff just to poke people and get on people's nerves. Sometimes people like to put stuff up, just to have some stuff going on. But, for the most part, this is about respect. If this is how this man wants it or this woman wants their way, their dominance to be respected, then I respect that. But what do you guys think? And I would love to hear your feedback. Please put the comments below, or you can always email me at sirinq09@gmail.com. You can find me on sirinq on everything: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and you can always check out the community, kingspace.net. And until next time, peace.